Hello, good night to Mr. Anugrah as our lecturer in this project line follower, especially in design subject. Here we are from group 1. We'll present our presentation about 3D project line follower. Before we start to the presentation, let me introduce myself and my team. My name is Walter Frederick Bermal Paung. I am as a programmer in this project.
And my name is Ardiono. I'm a 3D designer.
My name Hafiz Maulana Saputra as mechanical.
And my name Rafli Rahmanul Hakim Putra. I am as electrical.
For the purpose behind this project is to introduction to basic robotics, which is line follower is a relatively simple robotic project that gives student an introduction to the basic of robotics, such as sensor, motors, and simple control algorithms.
We have discussed which component we will buy at the Braille store for our robot. We chose this component because they are cheaper and also because these are the only components available at the Braille store. The components we chose are not much different from the other components. However, these components are relatively cheaper and the design is more compact.
As you can see, this is a final design of our robot that is placed on the sketch, and we can see a rough dimension of the robot, and we have all the build materials at the side here, which lists all the components that we are going to use in this robot design. Let me explain the first part of the robot design, and that is the body, which consists of two layers, the lower layer and the upper layer. The lower layer consists of main components such as the brain, like the ESP32, and the motor driver, and also contains the motor DCs, such as and two wheels. It's also the place where we put the line sensor. While the upper layer consists of a battery and two buttons, and also an ultrasonic sensor. Why we choose this design is because this is the most easiest to produce, since it's just a two-layer of sandwich distant by a spacer, while the upper left only contains a battery and the ultrasonic sensor, while the lower half contains all the main components inside, so it makes a compact design. Next, let's start with the arms. The arm is made out of a bunch of acrylics and servos. As you can see, we use three main servos as the arm. One for the gripper and two for the arm joints. This is the rough design of it. The arm can move in two different motions. In the joint, the lower joint can have a 180 degrees movement, while the upper joint has a almost 360 movements. The grip can extend to 90 degrees and close to roughly 40.4 degrees. The design is still so that the robot can move left or right in the direction, while also maintaining the structural component. This robot arm and gripper can be detached from the main body, and also, as you can see in this small point, the gripper can be disassembled by a single nut and screw.
Okay, problem statement. The problem that this robot will face is in the form of a field where the robot will compensate. We will first ensure the robot complies with the robot equalizer dimension. At the start, it is ensured the robot is active. On the pad, the robot will follow the black line, which will be ready by the line sensor. Then the object to be moved. The object will be read with the ultrasonic component, where the wheel be lifted by the robot using the servo component. Hence, the next object to be moved is the marble or fruit, which will be put into the basket.
I think that's all from our presentation. Thank you for attention. Good night.